सो हाय एवरीवन, आज है 6 तारीख एंड मंगलवार का दिन। मार्केट ओपन प्री मार्केट ओपन हो चुका है। देखो, प्री मार्केट में मार्केट ने जहां पर ओपनिंग दी है विच इज अ गुड स्पॉट। निफ्टी ने 24,500 के ऊपर ओपनिंग दी है, राइट। तो एक चीज देखो, मैंने यहाँ पर एक रेंज मार्क कर रखा था। क्यों? बिकॉज आई वॉज नॉट कंफर्टेबल इनफ टू ट्रेड इन बिटवीन दिस रेंज। क्योंकि प्री मार्केट यहाँ पर है, तो इस रेंज के बाहर मार्केट ओपन हो रहा है। तो देखो, इस वाले मूव में both buyers and sellers could have been there। तो अगर दोनों ही होंगे यहाँ पर, और मार्केट ने कल के दिन अपने हाई को टेस्ट नो डाउट नहीं किया, प्रीवियस डे का जो हाई है उसको भी टेस्ट नहीं किया, लो को भी टेस्ट नहीं किया, तो कहीं ना कहीं कंफ्यूजन मार्केट ने बना के रखा था प्रीवियस डे के हिसाब से। तो उसी कंफ्यूजन के दौरान ये कल के दिन कुछ जो लोग होंगे, वो अपना शॉर्ट हो चाहे लॉन्ग हो, दोनों ही पोजीशन अपना कैरी फॉरवर्ड करके ले जाएंगे, क्योंकि बिकॉज दे वुड बी थिंकिंग दैट मार्केट इज साइडवेज एंड both of them would have probably been into the position। तो उसी के बेसिस पे अगर यहाँ पर एक बुलिश मोमेंटम देखने को मिलता है, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल व्हाट आई वाज थिंकिंग, पहले ये ट्रेंड लाइन का ब्रेकडाउन दिखा दे मार्केट एक। देखो यहाँ पर फिर ट्रेंड लाइन बना था। अदरवाइज व्हाट मार्केट कैन डू इज टेकिंग रेजिस्टेंस फ्रॉम दिस हाई। अगर यहाँ से रेजिस्टेंस लेता है, रिजेक्शन वगैरह दिखाता है यहाँ से, देन वी कैन प्लान फॉर अ कॉल साइड ट्रेड। ऐसा डायरेक्टली घुसने का कोई मतलब नहीं बनता। पहला कैंडल अगर ग्रीन बनेगा, उसके बाद एक रिजेक्शन कैंडल आएगा, राइट। उसके बाद अगर जाके मार्केट कोई अगर कंटिन्यूएशन में दिखाता है कुछ, देन वी कैन प्लान ऑल्सो। और एक चीज भी ये हो सकती है, अगर 500 के पास ओपन होके ऐसा एक 500 का कैंडल दिखा दे, दिस कैंडल, इसका फिर एक थोड़ा सा कंटिन्यूएशन होने के बाद मैं फिर बाइंग साइड पे जाने के लिए प्लान करूंगा। बट यू शुड बी कीपिंग इन माइंड दैट ऊपर की तरफ सेलर्स के स्टॉप लॉस भी एज सच अवेलेबल नहीं है। तो क्या अगर मार्केट 500 के ऊपर थोड़ी देर में होवर करता है, अबव 500, 24,500, तो क्या वो सेलर्स निकल जाएंगे मार्केट से? अगर निकल जाएंगे तो मार्केट के लिए फैक्टर क्या रह जाएगा मूव करने के लिए टुवर्ड्स द अपर साइड? दैट वी नीड टू लुक फॉर। And other than that, if everything turns out to be fair, then what we can see is a 500 breakout and a quick momentum till this high. But we will not enter in that momentum section. We will wait. We will wait for a good rejection to have. Then after we can have our positions. If you tell about the Bank Nifty is opening kind of flat only. So this is the thing to be worried about, because Bank Nifty is opening flat. The chance might have been Bank Nifty is flat and the Nifty in Sensex is opening gap up. So the chance could be in somewhere or other, Bank Nifty could show a sideways momentum today, and for that itself, Sensex and Nifty has to be sideways. So plan plan is this also, that do not read today, because market can be sideways also. Yesterday's range, market if enters into yesterday's range again, I will not be interested in trading today. Right. So let's see how the market opens and what all the momentum looks like. I will update you. So market has opened right now. Let's see what will the momentum look like. First, market ने rejection लिया है after opening, and in Sensex the rejection looks like it has been taken from the trend line itself. And in Nifty, a small breakout of the trend line, after that the rejection is being there. But Sensex has done a good rejection. So what if a small gap up maybe may have removed the chunk of buyers from here, and after that market is showing the rejections. So first of all, you should be keeping in mind that there is 81,000, which is a round number, a huge and major round number that people would be always looking at. That is that. Also another thing, Nifty. There is a resistance point which is 500. So market is taking resistance there itself. So in Bank Nifty, the 55,000 breakout already happened right now. So if you look at the Bank Nifty chart, market has already done a look in Bank Nifty. There is a classic trendline breakdown pattern, right? So this is the trendline breakdown and it is retest pattern. So I'm hoping that Bank Nifty should go up above this high. Otherwise, it will be kind of continue only towards the downside. And being market being crappy and all, I don't think that it should continue. Like the downfall should be continuous. Yes, you should be keeping in mind that once the low has been taken out in magnitude, the things will gonna be trouble for magnitudes. There is a rejection of the pivot in three of the indexes. Census is delayed in trading view. Also, there is a support of pivot. Look, as of now, there is nothing that could be planned. The only thing that I can see here is the trend line, and the market has done a good breakdown of this trend line. Means it has gone first out, then it's coming into the era. So let's add the premiums here. They are pretty less only. Looks like kind of a sideways market today, but we can't predict anything. Let's see. Let the market do what it was planning to. So there is a clear support in this good which market is taking right now. So the call if needs to move and it has the area, it should come from there first. So let's see. Looks like a sideways market, but we'll देखो first of all call में बहुत ही ज़्यादा negativity है, but this is not good as per the trend of the market, overall trend of the market. So I think liquidity if hunt happens, then it would be a better for the market to go. But let's see. I need to market is taking resistance no doubt, and the trend of buying, people would be definitely worried about selling. But one thing you should be looking at it also is market being so much negative from the spot. The premiums are not very likely to be turning out negative. If you look at the put option, there is no as such huge momentum happened on the If this goes like this from here itself, I will not be interested because looking at the kind of hammer, because 3 minutes is left on the candle closing. If market goes like this, I will not be interested because it is the initial pull and I am not interested in initial pulls at any cost. So this is the reason I was saying that I am not interested in initial pulls. जो previous एक support area तो बना है market ने जो कि previous swing है. I'm telling about this swing जहाँ से market support लेके hammer kind of show करने की कोशिश कर रहा है. But it's a small thing that I don't want to go against the trend. The reason is that itself because I am not entering into the trade, any kind of trade. Put option ये hammer वगैरह show तो कर रहा है, but that's look kind of crappy because जितना momentum put में होना चाहिए था on these two rejections, market is not doing that much. सेंसेक्स में जो नीचे वाला ट्रेंड लाइन था वो भी ब्रेक डाउन हो चुका है. तो यहाँ पर एक बुलिश मोमेंटम की एक्सपेक्टेशन रखी जा सकती है मार्केट से. इसमें वॉल्यूम्स के साथ रिजेक्शन आया है मार्केट. जो पुट ऑप्शन पूरा रिवर्स हो चुका है which is expected also because of the trend. एंड कॉल में जो रिजेक्शन कैंडल यहाँ पर बनाया था इट्स लो इज समवेयर क्लोज टू 83. वॉल्यूम्स के साथ रिजेक्शन है एंड दैट इज समथिंग व्हिच इज अगेंस्ट द ट्रेंड आल्सो. तो डीके का ही मोमेंटम है अदरवाइज दोनों ही कैंडल में वॉल्यूम्स के साथ जो तो कॉल ऑप्शन ऐसा अगर कॉल करता जाएगा देन इट विल बी गुड फॉर द गुड बायर्स. बट इफ यू लुक from the perspective of a put would be what somewhere close to here. He has also not got that much of momentum as of now. It looks like a kind of sideways market, but let's see. In put option there is a hammer. I am little bit not interested towards going into put because if look if market needs to go downside, it will not show that much of opportunities. With volumes itself, put option started moving. So if this is not a trap because there is a fast momentum happened, if this does not seems to be a trap, so this is the initial pull that happened, and the previous candle has a good volume also. So I'm not interested in this candle further. देखो अच्छे से negativity no doubt आई है, but on this kind of rejection candle, people will be definitely placing their order. and 3 minutes left for the candle closing. Then let's wait. I am waiting for this candle closing. Maybe I was feeling like this first time pull would not sustain. If this goes also right, there will be a small retracement after that market will go. So I am not interested in buying this in this hurry. The rejection candle is there. So let we can add the positions in call option. So in call option itself, we are going to go. Last time I need to look at the only thing that is making me worry about is the thing that market is, you know, is the first time support of the market, and there is a very less likelihood chance that market will not grab the first time support bias, and also the buying is with sufficient enough volume. But there is no access momentum in put options. Put options also. स्पॉट में देखो कंटिन्यूशन में 3 कैंडल और उसके साथ अच्छे से रिजेक्शन. देखो अच्छे से लो अगर निकाल देता है तो डेफिनेटली दैट वुड बी बेटर. बट कोई नहीं, वी हैव टू टेक द रिस्क. So I have placed the quantities and let me have the stop losses also. So I have placed the stop loss successfully. तो देखो यहाँ पर अच्छे से वॉल्यूम्स के साथ रिजेक्शन मार्केट ने शो कर दिया है. So that could be a point of reversal, and this is not a random trade because has shown continuation में 3 candles and with good volumes. That's why I have entered into this particular one. Again, showing some kind of rejections. Let's see if stop loss happens, then I will be exiting from the trade happily. Most probably the because put options are not growing so much, chances is there that market could sustain from here itself because there is enough momentum being generated for the okay. What's our buying price? That is at 79. So there is enough momentum generated for the sellers, right? This is the momentum happened for the sellers. Trend line breakdown happened. Everything was in favor of sellers. So market can continuously not do that. पिवट का भी ब्रेकडाउन दिखाया था मार्केट में अच्छे से, राइट. उसके बाद इट इज डूइंग सम सॉर्ट ऑफ द ओनली थिंग इज बैंक निफ्टी. बैंक निफ्टी इज बीइंग सो नेगेटिव टुडे. बैंक निफ्टी ने जो प्रीवियस टू प्रीवियस का एक लो बना था उसको निकाल दिया था. Possibly If this momentum does not sustain, then we have to see the stop loss also, and we will be happily accepting them. Okay, so there will be no issue. First time it has shown positivity here, and that is this is the second time now. And if this time also it does not go, then maybe we can see a negative market today because of the bank nifty. Also, but also there is one thing that happens quite frequently is when there is a fine trend and market falls, people would be hurrying up and buying on every dip. So I was worried about that only. So if market is trying to trap us by because people would be buying also, right? So let's see in next few minutes we will get to know. Okay, let's see. Expectation would be 500 breakout, but no one knows. Okay. If market goes against प्रीवियस यहाँ पर जो सपोर्ट्स था मार्केट ने ब्रेक है यहाँ पर लोगों ने टारगेट लगा रखा था तो वहां तक एटलीस्ट आ जाए तो वहां तक तो मार्केट नहीं आने वाला लेट्स सी इट इज मूविंग इन आवर डायरेक्शन लिटिल बिट but we should be keeping in mind that we are in the OPM option and as per that itself we will be planning to book also. Let's see just before little bit before 500 we will plan to book. So fair enough. This could be trap also. I am not denying the fact because market देखो ये जो ग्रीन कैंडल बना है वो तीनों ही इंडेक्स में बना है in bank nifty itself it has been green candle so possibility would be this green candle is just to attract the buyers on a with a huge volumes and on a heavy basis right. There is a point I missed that bank nifty has also done a big down of 800 which is considered as a major round number for bank nifty buyers. In the next 9 minutes, we will get to know that this trade is going to be worthful or not. Because there is a trend line, market is taking resistance rate, which is a classical pattern, right? Once the trend line breakdown happens and market comes there, it will be a retest like structure. We have to absorb that structure, otherwise we'll be not be able to hold. The range that I have made is being removed right here. This momentum should be fast, otherwise there would be a risk of getting the stop loss hit. But 8 minutes left for the 15-minute candle closing. If there could be a negativity, that possibly I told you right. In three of the indexes there is the green candle, so that might be just to attract the buyers. Who knows, right? So we will be on the one half of our brain. We are thinking that yes, we can be we could see right And also on the other hand, you should be ready to accept the loss. That yes, this could happen. Loss could happen. देखो बैंक निफ्टी में फिर से डाउनसाइड का मूव कंटिन्यू हो रहा है. So there could be loss also. And जैसा वॉल्यूम्स के साथ मार्केट ने रेड कैंडल दिखाया है, most probably this is to remove the, what you can say, random buyers. But we are looking at 15 minutes, so that's why I'm getting the confidence to hold, because there is no point to be worried about. No doubt market is showing rejection, and if worst to worst case, what will happen? That market will take our stop loss. Let it. There is nothing in this unrealized PNL. This PNL is already in a form of unrealized. So you shouldn't be attached to that. Let's see, I am expecting as per the spot. The target is as per the spot itself. And this in this retracement market has removed the random ones, random buyers. But only concerning thing is Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty, if does not support our direction, then possibility could be we have to see some some sort of no worries. If stop loss happens, also we will accept that with happiness. Complete rejection. Look at the rejection now. It's a complete rejection. Rejection of the entire momentum. What happened, which made you feel like happy, it has completely reversed that. So input options also. Put options are also falling, right? So there is no chance of the put options going higher. If today's market is has came just to be sideways, then we can't conclude anything. Then we can't get a penny out of this market. If not, let it be into 15 minutes because it is more comfortable in that. No worries, if stop loss happens, we will accept that also. Because we have taken a good entry, we shouldn't be worried about the stop loss also. Because today's market is not something that is coming to reward you. If stop loss happens, then accept and do some other stuff. This is a huge, this candle has a huge bearishness in it. Told you there will be most of the players who will be buying in this initial momentum. So that's why market is trying to remove them. No worries, very close to our stop loss. Okay, most probably it would have got hit. This way it have got hit. No worries, a good trade only, but market is not in a mood of giving us the reward. Also, if you look at the put options, also there is no active momentum in the put options. Look, the put options are falling, and this is the amount of move that had happened right now. 15 मिनट में यहाँ पर रिजेक्शन तो शो किया है मार्केट ने. And the वॉल्यूम्स के साथ जैसा रिजेक्शन मार्केट ने शो किया है फ्रॉम डाउन साइड रिसर्च. So I will be updating you what will be the case with this trade, but I am not going to take any second trade. So let's see. I will update you what will happen to this trade. If it goes further right, I will be okay with it. So there is a hammer. In my plan, there is somewhere written is this this low should be taken out, and hammer the low hasn't been taken out as of that particular point of time. Let's see. I will be placing the right. What is the order time? I forgot. I think here is the order that we have reached. We have got a great price now, 79. I think we could not be able to get that price. So, and there is somewhere close to 10 points of stop loss. Let's see how the trade goes. We haven't placed any kind of trade, but we are just watching it for the sake of interest only. Because market has taken the stop losses of us. It goes, then we will enjoy the move, right? Because it is not likelihood that every kind of market move, like market if turns do some this kind of move, then each and every time you have to capture these moves. It is not possible enough, and it is not healthy for you also. It's far better that if you are being wrong into the market, just accept the loss and get out of the because there will be days when you see getting good targets also. देखो यहाँ पर भी एक हैमर बनाया था and after हैमर तो नहीं चलो एक कह लो एक रिजेक्शन नीचे से बनाया था and after that it is coming down. Also one thing you should notice I am taking you again and again towards this put option. In the starting of the market it was at 100 and it is right now at 78. But our stop loss in the call option is already hit. This means there is a clear premium decay in the options, and that is only to being sideways and being not giving anything to the market. If I will be holding strictly to my plan, which is don't not trading in this range, particular range. Then I will be not hitting the stop loss, but no worries. Giving market if something is also necessary to remove the God complex from you, right? So let it hover in this particular case. I'll be updating you what market will do. Let's see. I'll be updating you. Right. This time it is moving a little bit. Let's see that if this move sustains or not. This seems like a very unsustainable move, but we can't conclude anything here because market is not giving a reward to the put buyers, and if it does not to the call buyers also, then there will be no option buying kind of momentum happening today. There will be only premium decay happening for the seller's benefit itself. So you need to see that what happens. Also, market is being sideways in this range, so I should be avoid trading, but no worries. We are into the risk management rules, and if market hovers in this range also, that will be complete benefit for the option sellers as well. Let's see if it goes. I will be enjoying this move. I'll be not regretting out of it. And if once it starts going, like we are not at a bad place, right? We have placed the trade here. We have got something close to around say 94, around 93 momentum till I have seen. So I have got something close to 14 points. So if market is making us wrong, if we are wrong, then how could I got this much kind of points here? We are not wrong, but market is being sideways देखो थोड़ा थोड़ा नीचे करके ये पूरा प्रीमियम डिगे कराएगा आज का market. So it's better to stay away from this kind of markets. Let's see, I will update you if this move is going to sustain or So here, let me share with you a quick observation. Look, in this particular premium, the entry is at 934, right? So I'm going to put option. I'm placing the confidence chart here. So if I place a long to it, here in put option at 931, this looks like something this. No doubt this time it is going towards put option only, but I will show you something. Just wait. So let's suppose we are entering into a low, entering at a low, placing a stop loss of 10 points. Clearly, the market is towards way towards selling side only. But let's see. It's giving somewhere close to 20 points. Right? Just wait and look what does the momentum look like. So it was the buying trend and the clearly market we are into the trend, so we should be happy for that. Going against the trend is a fair enough, but the market is doing some kind of crappiness on this trend line itself, so it will be not good for us. Also, Bank Nifty, the major puller of today, it is pulling the all of the three indexes like that. Trust me, the volume, the amount of volume it has generated in this candle particular itself, it does not seems to be a good candle. And also it is against the trend, so against the trend, so I am not getting that much of confidence. If I have to do something, I can place the long to here just to demonstrate you with little bit, let's suppose say 5 points. So 5 points of with 5 points of stop loss. How much we can get out of this trade because I am not getting that much of confidence towards both side. So I think there could be a possibility that the market will go like or market can sustain from here itself. Let's see. It hasn't yet touched our stop loss. So put option may be continuation of the course of that. This handle is with a huge volume and again the next trend line breakdown is also being visible in this candle. So could be a possibility that market has removed everyone and okay, so no worries man, it is not going today. That means the trend is totally against us. We have not placed any trade and our trade is our PNL is into the risk management only. So today's market is just to confuse you and just to go against the trend to just accumulate some kind of sellers from above. Let's see if any further updates come, I will update you. So here, let me share with you one mistake of today. Look, today market has opened above 24,500, which is a place of buyers to buy. So there people would be buying on a huge quantity above this point, and market is shown this much of momentum in red, which means that profit booking a little bit of come into the market. But why we have entered into this trade? Because we we are in the trend, and in the trend we have got an entry of a good rejection only. After that, our entry is there. But probably one thing that I missed here is there is no upper side stop losses available. If I have to show you, so there is no upper side sells available. If people would be shorted here, then they would be exited once market has been breaking out the 500. So these sellers will be exiting from the market. If any case of sellers sitting, the 500 breakout, the 500 will act as a fear point for them to get removed from the market. Once they get removed, what is possible? Creation of SLs on the upper side of the sellers. That is one possible thing that could be happen today. I have thought of this, but just being honest, it it just moved from the mind that if it is taking support in three of the indexes, then probably that that is going to be a trap move because there is no point of support forming at any point. If market is falling, once the market starts to move, retracing, at every and each point, people would be starting buying them, and market will not respect each of them. So here, market is being sideways and opened here, so people would be selling, not selling very fast because they would be confused in this range. After the range breakdown, market has been sideways for today. So this is what today's mistake looks like, and it is completely okay to have this, but we have learned from this. So let's see. Uh, Market is being very brutal here because it has first shown a red candle which has a good volume in it. So there is no issue in that. We will be waiting for a good opportunity in the further days. So let's see if any observations come, I will update you. Otherwise, this will be the end of the video.